All right, shalom, shalom. You know what I'm saying? Just want to come with this a heavy video I'm about to get into, but this is Edomite that does the economy, and he brings out some really good content, man. Matter of fact, if you brothers want to go, subscribe to this channel right here. It's called the Economic Ninja. But we fix to get into some serious stuff in this video, man. So let me play it. I'm gonna be stopping it every now and then, but I'm gonna let him do the talking.
Another thing people don't understand is that they can't simply keep raising rates because the markets can't take this shock. You see, back in December when they had made the announcement that they were going to, in fact, start working on getting in front of inflation, and I want to make this, I can't say this as sarcastically enough, it's absolutely insane. They make an announcement in December, okay, we're going to start getting on top of inflation. Now's the time. Inflation is getting too serious. So what do? They say, we're going to do that 4 months from now or 3 months from now. And it's like, well, no, you guys, and they showed their hand right there. They do not want to get ahead of inflation. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. You see, we know the end game. The end game is them issuing a digital currency.
You heard that? You heard that? And if you know what I'm saying, if the people out there don't want to listen to us, will listen to the devil. All right. And this Edomite, he don't know nothing about biblical prophecy that I know of. You know what I'm saying? He just an average so-called Edomite that understand the economy. But check this out. Let me back this up a little bit more. This is what's coming.
And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. You see, we know the end game. The end game is them issuing a digital currency. I've already told you they've got it done. They've even told you the time frame. I did a video, is it FedNow.gov or something like that, where they said the digital dollar gets issued by the second quarter of 2023, right? So you already know that end game. That's where they want to go with this. So they don't want to get on top of inflation. If they wanted to, in December when
The MOTB is coming, man. They setting this system up. They're gonna starve people out. They gonna pretty much, this inflation ain't going nowhere, man. And it's been intentionally done. Let me hit this first scripture. I'm gonna get back into this video. I don't want to interject too much. All right, 1 second. All right, for you people that newcomers that's just waking up, this is the book of Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Salaki, let me jump up to 16. 16, and he calls it all small, all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. It's going to be the MOTB. It is not a spiritual mark. It's not white women. It's not a philosophy. It's an actual physical mark, the RFID microchip. So let's get more into this.
they said we're going to get on top of inflation, they wouldn't say 3 months from now or 4 months from now. They said we're going to start raising rates right now. We're going to get on top of it. And, even if they started small. So they've showed you their hand. They do not want to get on top of inflation. Why? Because, you see, as they change the currency over to a digital currency, and then they will be phasing out cash. I want people to understand that. Cash will be gone.
There go your cashless society, starting at the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and the same men of the Lord and the prophets and the priests has been pushing the same message, man. All right, it's coming. All right, we might see full chaos, by the end of this summer. All right, let's get more into this.
Because they want more control over the entire system, right? Over currency units. They want to be able to control everything. And if you thought that people getting censored was nutty a couple years ago, get ready. But they have to have you in a position where you're begging for it. And what would be better? Begging for money, free money, right? Stimulus coming out of your phone that's attached to your personal information, right? And just it appears and you have to use it or you lose it kind of scenario is if we're in some type of crisis. Now the Federal Reserve knows that as they raise rates, and as that's when I made that announcement back in December, hey, get ready, mortgage interest rates are going to start exploding because the companies that are lending money for homes know a couple different things. Things are going to get nutty, so we're going to ask for more interest because we want more bang for our buck, literally. If we're going to be loaning money into a already super dicey real estate market, but also because why would I loan money to you at X if I can put it on a loan with the Fed, which to them is very safe, very secure, at X minus 1, right? Even though they're taking that minus 1, they go, that's safe and secure. I know where that money is, and I'm making money on my money. So if we're going to loan it to you, the public, whether it be credit card debt, car loans, or mortgages, we want more money for our money, okay? So the Federal Reserve understands that. Here's the other thing the Federal Reserve understands. They're going to break the system with this interest, not this exact interest rate hike, but very soon. The economy can't take it, and it's already showing right now. You see, mortgage applications, and I'm going to start diving into some of these notes, are falling off of a cliff right now, all right? And it says right here, real estate firms Compass and Redfin announced layoffs as housing market slows. And, this story is a couple days old, but it's important to realize, they just filed with the Securities and Exchange Commission. Compass announced 10% cut.
All right, Slakia keeps interjecting, but yeah, we're going to see a lot of layoffs. The brother Friends of the Prophets went into a video when he was showing the massive companies that was doing layoffs. All right. So as this get more chaotic, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna see an economic collapse, you know what I'm saying? And what they're gonna do, I believe, I'm just talking as a man. We know the MOTB is coming, but I think they're gonna collapse the system out, all right, and make people beg, and famine is coming. All these things gonna be kind of going along at the same time, so to speak. All right. It might be like gaps, but we know we at the end. So what they're gonna do is cause a lot of these problems, and they're gonna give you the solution, which is the MOTB, which is gonna be this new digital system. I want you to listen to more of what he got to say.
To his workforce, and Redfin announced an 8% cut. If you would have asked me when I thought, honestly, mortgage rates were going to hit 6%, I would have told you mid to late summer. To see how fast it's happening is quite remarkable. And just so you know, there's going to be a little reprieve, I'm sure, that when this video is coming out is right after the announcement comes out, right? There's going to be a little bit of a reprieve, and stocks are going to rally, okay? But I want you to understand, the reason why stocks have been falling is because companies are coming out with horrible earnings and even worse guidance for the future. Why? Because people are slowing their spending. Why is that happening? It's because interest rates are rising along with fuel, and it's causing food to increase and everything. So they have literally less money to spend on things they don't need. And what they're doing is they're running to things that they need, and that is causing inflation to spike heavily. All right? So that is very important for you to understand. So there is a 100% guarantee, all right, that the market's going to break. The question is when, right? So I see a lot of people who go, well, we have time. And I said, well, what's time relative to? To me, taking the time to get ready for these crises that are happening like literally on a weekly basis now around the world, economically, socially, all kinds of different crises, right? Well, time's relative to what you want to pay for getting ready. I bought some emergency food about 10 years ago. And as it sits right now, I have made over 10 times my money on some freeze-dried food. And it's got a shelf life of 20 years, so I've got 10 years left, right? A lot of people would say, well, see, you were wrong. You were telling me to buy this food a long time ago. And I said, okay, I made 10x my money. If I need that right now, it cost me 1/10 because I had it a long time ago. So the whole question is, when are you going to get ready? The facts are, this is the truth. People don't like to understand because they have no concept of the truth, is that a recession.
And he right about that, because today I had went to go work out, and I was this place I go work out, this park is right next to how can I explain it? It's like a bar, but it's not a bar. All right, it's like a beer company, but they got an entertainment section, and you can see the oblivious spirit on these people, man. They just going as normal business as usual. All right, I saw some Jake women, right, and Edomites is mostly Edomites, but these people don't know what's coming. They ain't got a care in the world, man. All right, and these people walk around obliviously, and like he was saying, when it comes to truth, our people don't respect truth, all right, because they've been so indoctrinated under this American culture, right? They wouldn't know truth if it hit them in the face. Listen to more of what he got to say.
Happens every 7 to 10 years, like clockwork, literally. Now, that clock is designed for a bunch of different reasons. It has to do with it sounds crazy. The Earth position with the stars, the moon, different planets, all that kind of stuff. So that clock's a little wonky, right? It's like talking about the Gregorian calendar as opposed to what's the other name of the calendar? The Jewish calendar. There's different calendars, right? And so they all track different things. And so my point being is that we need to be ready now because it's going to cost you less to get ready today than it will in the future, all right? Now, there's a massive global power shift happening right now. I've talked about that before. I've talked about how the West, with the United States and America, the Americas, right? And I can't even really count Mexico anymore, but Canada and America combined with Europe, which I'm going to be honest with you, are complete basket cases when it comes to currencies and all that kind of stuff. The amount of gold we own is a paltry. It's a joke, right? Compared to the East, China and Russia, they have formed up, and they're bringing a bunch of countries with them. As a matter of fact, they've got a lot of Latin American countries joining up with them.
Right, you got the BRICS nation, so it's about to go down, man. This is it. We're gonna see a whole different set of events that's popping off. You know what I'm saying? Let me hit this next scripture. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians 5 and 6. Let me go to the KJB. Salakia. It says, therefore, let us not sleep, all right, as others do. So the rest of this world sleep. They don't know what's going on. They're oblivious. They wrapped into that American spirit. They wrapped into their whole life. They chasing the so-called American dreams, trying to make it in America. They don't understand that this is it, right? It said, but let us watch and be sober. So we got to watch the current events. We got to watch the prophecies that's going on, and we not to be oblivious in this lackadaisical spirit, man. To be just living your best life, hot girl summer, hot boy summer, all right, partying, bullshitting around. We're in a very serious time, and what this guy is going into is, like I said, you can go subscribe to his channel, but he goes into the economy, and as us brothers, been in this truth, we know we starting to branch off and learn other things because the economy ties into prophecy. History ties into prophecy. All right. Many other things tie into prophecy. You have to be well-rounded in this truth. All right. And then we complement these things by breaking these scriptures down, and also, by tying and, filtering through, the world events and the things that's happening right now. But it's about to get real bad. All right. And we come into a time, if you're a brother and a sister in this truth, you need to lock into the spirit, man, of the Lord. That's all you're going to have, man. And if you can buy some extra things, some extra food, do that. That's only wise to do that. But just know that's not going to save you. All right. You don't put your stock into how these preppers put their stock into their guns and their weaponry. All right. Their guns and their food, I mean. But only the Lord is going to deliver us, man. And we just get ready to hit a very serious time. There's too much going on. So, brothers and you sisters, lock into the spirit, and get more acclimated with these scriptures, whatever you have to do. And you brothers that's been in this truth, we already know what to do. Kachala Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Shalom.